Good morning, Yasha Allah. 12 tribes scattered abroad over the face of the earth, according to Luke chapter 21, scattered all over the earth. But now we're on the cusp of being brought back together because of the word of Abba Yahweh, as also spoken by the Blessed One, the one who was designated to be the sin bearer to take away our sin. That's a Mashiach. We're still exercising ourselves in the Torah of the Mashiach. You know, we've been in Revelations, and Revelation begins by stating factually that it is the revelation of Hamashiach, the one who gave his life as a ransom for the 12 tribes and whomsoever else the Most High will call. But the 12 tribes, special. Although we've had the unfortunate privilege, this is an unfortunate privilege that we have had, and all the nations of the earth have spotted us as the worst of the worst. But the Most High has shown his love towards us, and that he gave the Mashiach, especially for you, Yasha Allah. And so all in the diaspora, we're speaking to the 12 tribes, or what's left of them, because we know some of them have jumped ship. And we gave you some references concerning those who have jumped ship already. In due course, we will make a better comprehensive analysis of those who have jumped ship. And so we're here to hear from our high priest and Malak, our king, Sheikh Hataba. Our opening text is Isaiah chapter 29. Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 16. I think many know this verse. One translation says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay." Another translation says, "How perverse of you! Should the potter be reckoned as the clay? Should what is made say of its maker, he did not make me? And what is formed say of him who formed it, he did not understand." And it might seem unfortunate, but while this verse speaks directly to the 12 tribes who have, as we would say in the colloquial terms, who got beside themselves and had to be chastised as with whips and scorpions, chastised of the Most High. But nevertheless, we see in this a conception of the attitude of Esau, the chief villain in the earth. And you know some things about Esau. He has promoted evolution in the earth because of his hatred against the Most High. Yes, indeed. Oh, and in our modern times, he has, uh, made some switches. I mean, switches in terms of moving, move. He moved his category of thinking, or outwardly, he moved his category of thinking to make it seem that he has become a changed man. But the scriptures doesn't bear that out. And so we see here that he he turned things upside down, and so much so that a reference is made here of the switch that he made concerning things that are permanent and eternal. The reference is made towards his action, that it is as if someone was dealing in matters of potter's clay. I mean, the principle is that if you working with potter's clay and you carelessly drop the clay, it's going to break up. And so Esau's turning of things upside down, his editing of the scriptures was, as it were, a work or a working of concern with the potter's clay, because he made some switches concerning the scriptures. He rewrote or reordered a whole lot about the scriptures. And here the Mosai is putting it as to say that what Esau has done is like dropping potter's clay. Once you drop it, you bought it. It's gone. So, and this is the point of describing the best or the highest quality of Esau's output of theory, evolution, and all of that against the Most High. The Most High says it's like the potter's clay. You tried to change the scriptures. You did it. There was some heavy editing of the scriptures. Oh yeah, we can go into it and show you some heavy editing of the scriptures that was written by our forefathers, the 12 tribes. And Esau did this massive editorial work. He put in a massive editorial effort to make the scriptures say that he is the one spoken of as the inheritor of the birthright of Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. He put in a massive effort. And if we go into it, you surely will begin to understand. But so, as if the resurrection of Mashiach wasn't enough. I mean, he has stepped beyond that and done some, again, massive editing of the scriptures to get it to claim him, to claim the people that call themselves Jews. They are Amalek. But they try to get the scriptures to say they are the chosen. And the scriptures say that theory is like potter's clay. Once you drop it, it breaks up and cannot be put back together again, like like Esau's Humpty Dumpty. Yes. And so we look at Esau's attempts in bringing forth the production of giants in the earth. Yeah. Esau's work. Now, I don't know if it is impossible that giants came in the earth before Esau. I will not say I know that. I have a hint that it is so. When we think of, for instance, Goliath against David, and it was said that he, Goliath, and his brother Ishbi-benob, they were giants. They were of the sons of the giants, which tells us that there were a formidable line of giants. But apparently Esau edited them out. And I am suspicious of the fact that Esau has edited them out. Is my conclusion after reading the Old Covenant scriptures rather thoroughly. Not totally yet. I haven't totally exhausted the Old Covenant scriptures, but so far as I have done, I believe I have seen enough that has convinced me, if only partially, concerning the editorial hand and the massive work of rooting out scriptures that it is my belief more or less pinpoints at least some of Esau's genealogy, that he had transformed himself. Perhaps more than once, transform himself to make himself into a formidable enemy against the 12 tribes, to root them out from quite early in the scriptures. It is a conclusion that I have come to. As I say, it's not 100%, but so far as I am gathering, the idea seems to point towards Esau's intention to change or make himself into some other character that would assist him in rooting out the 12 tribes physically in the old days. Of course, we see in the nowadays, Esau has taken to um, destroying our videos. What he doesn't take down or destroy, he harvests them into a private archive. They're not his property, but he's taking these liberties to harvest our our work and study them privately. Because the fact is that after doing all that editing, it is apparent that he did not conduct a thorough reading of the works he removed or edited. Supposedly he has much of the works he edited out of our scriptures. It is believed that he has much of our works on lockdown. And yet, for all of that, when we go into the scriptures and the Father's Ruach, the Ruach of the Mashiach, open the scriptures up to us, Esau gets terrified. He didn't know these matters were there in the scriptures. He seemed to be of the opinion that he rooted everything out that could possibly give us clues to the fact of who we are, who we were made to be as mighty men and women in the scriptures. And so we have this ongoing problem with Esau blocking our videos because the matters that the Ruach has brought out of these scriptures has shocked Esau. He didn't know the scriptures was written in such a way that it's got him under the radar at all times, 24 hours a day, and a few seconds to spare. Got him on lockdown. He thought he had us on lockdown. Oh, he thinks that he got us on lockdown, but the scriptures got him open right up, so that we could see all through his parts. And now he wished to block that, to stop that. Can't stop it, Esau. You're wasting your time. So we're letting you know that I don't know, to help you have as peaceful a rest as you will get for all your labors. Oh, you labored hard and long and ardently to hide the truth, even to hide the Maker, your Maker, as the scriptures tell us here in Isaiah chapter 29. You tried to hide the Maker, make the Maker appear to be something of no worth, actually. Disdain the Maker, turn it upside down. I mean, you put evolution in place of the Maker, the Creator. That's what you've done, Esau. We have the proof. Your own works are the proof. In any case, Yasha Allah, we're letting you know now that since we have shown you that Esau cut up the number or the sequence in your emancipation from slavery, Esau chopped that up because he had secret wishes, and maybe I'll share with you later, between himself and Levi. And Levi himself is now learning, like Esau, from our output of scriptural study. Levi is learning more about himself. He's now having more understanding of the Jesuits and his own fallen Levitical heritage, the deals that they made to destroy the house of Yahweh or the house of Judah. Since our teachings, they have all learned more about themselves, learned more about how nasty they are, and the hidden things of their heart that they have, they're in there against the Most High, against the 12 tribes. And so they have begun to make switches. I mean, they have begun to change their course of action because the strength of the revelation that the Ruach has given to us concerning the scriptures has opened all of their eyes. And now they can see themselves more clearly, like Johnny Nash. They can see clearly now because of the revelation that we have brought forth through the Father, through the Ruach of our Mashiach. And so look for changes, Yasha Allah, but grow in knowledge of the Most High and of the Mashiach and of the Blessed Ruach. Grow in knowledge, and strength, and power, because we're moving on to victory. Yes, that's where we're moving. Victory. Lift up your heads, Yasha Allah. And praise the high priest and king of the 12 tribes, our leader, our high priest and our king. Lift him up. Remember the words of that memorable book, The Revelation of Hamashiach. Not Jesus. Jesus is a stink piece of garbage that was used to destroy us. The revelation of Hamashiach, the king, the power of Yasha Allah, of the house of Yahweh, in the hellhole or hellholes of the North American diaspora. But the victory is yours yet, Yasha Allah. Have no fear. Our king is soon to come here, and we have a work to do on his behalf. Teach, Yasha Allah, and teach those of the nations who who would desire to share, to come in and do their part as servants in the kingdom. But the kingdom is for you, Yasha Allah, sons and daughters of Abraham and Yitzhak and Yaakov. Stay focused. And let's move on to victory. Now that both Esau and Levi have gotten more understanding of themselves from our teachings, there's going to be a shift now. So look for it. In the name of the Most High, our power, and Mashiach, our high priest and Malak, in the blessed ruler. So let it be.